Hello there. Today we're going to look at I Won't Say I'm in Love from the Disney movie Hercules. I like this song because, as with all the classic Disney movies, the songs are really expertly written. They've got great melodies, awesome supporting harmony, and all the motifs are through composed as well. I also really dig in this particular song how they have like a call and response going on in the chorus. I think that's quite neat. The verses of the song both have the same chords, but they just mix up the feel a little bit. So it starts off with a C chord, then it goes to an F major 7, then a first inversion D minor, then we go back to the C, then we have a G suspended 4, to a regular G, to the A minor 7, to a C over D, to a D chord, and then we stab this G5. Now the next chords move pretty quickly with the vocals, so we have a C over G, to a G chord, to an F over G, up to another G, or you can just do the G we already know if you like. I just think the voice leading sounds a bit better from. That would be been there, done that. The first verse would sound like this. If there's a prize for rotten judgment, I guess I've already won that. No man is worth the aggravation. That's ancient history. Been there, done that. The second verse has some slightly different chords to the first verse, but you can definitely get away with playing the chords from the first verse in the second verse. Just make sure that you have this 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and rhythm going on. So it starts off on the C chord, 1 and 2 and, then on the 3 we change to a C over G, 3 and, then back to a C on the 4, 4 and, so it'll be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, then we change to an F, make sure you have this low F in the bass, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, then a C over E with the open E string, 1 and 2 and 3, we have the C, 3 and, change to C over G on 4, 4 and, then we have F over G, 1 and 2 and G7, 3 and 4 and A minor 7, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and C over D, 1 and 2 and D over A, 3 and 4 and then we have the G5 into the chords. The second verse goes a bit like this. I thought my heart had learned its lesson. It feels so good when you start out. My head is screaming, get a grip, girl. Unless you're dying to cry your heart out. The first and second chorus are more or less the same, except the second chorus has a turnaround that makes it a little bit longer. So they both have this rhythm 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then for closing phrases they have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The chorus starts off on the C chord with that rhythm, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then we go to an F over A, 1 and 2 and G over B, 3 and 4 and, back to the C, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then we have an A minor 7, 1 and 2 and 3 and G, to an F, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and C over E, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and D minor 7, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then we have a G sus 4, 1 and 2 and G, 3, 4. Now the second half of the chorus is where things start to get a little bit tricky, so we'll be bouncing between the C chord and the C add 9 chord, kind of mirroring the rhythms of the melody. So it would sound like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and to the G over B. Really slowly one more time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Now it has the same rhythms on the A minor 7 to A minor 7 sus4. That would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and G. Same thing now with the F and a G over F. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Changing up to the F over G on the and of 4 and 1 and 2 and G7 for 3 and 4 and then we have C. So that would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and then we have F over G, 3 and G7, 4 and then into the second verse. The vocals are maybe a bit beyond my ability for the chorus, but here's how the chords go. The way that they turn around the second chorus to make it longer is really clever. They call back the chords from the there, dun, da part of the song, but they play it to the rhythms of the. So how they get there is once they come up to the, they stick to an F rather than F over G. Then we have the so that would be F over G to F over G to a different G. Then that turns back into the C to C add 9. The outro for the song has some really tricky chords. Feel free to play whatever voicings you like for this bit, but it is just like a free time with the F major 7 to an F major 9 to a G6 9 to a G7 to a C to a C over G, C, C over G. The outro should sound a little bit like this. At least out loud I won't say I'm in love. If you found this video useful, consider subscribing to keep up to date with the latest releases. There's also a backlog of other videos which you could check out as well. If you wanted to see some videos of myself performing, there should be a link somewhere around my head.